Hello, hello. Guys, we'll get to see my perfectionist brain in action. All right. So I made this little bag because I kept spilling on the other bags. So I made this bag because I kept spilling on the other bags. So I made this bag, and then I stole this cookie cutter from my boyfriend's house, and I put this in here, like that, and then lay it on top of the other bag so that it doesn't get any like mess up on it. And then it also forms a perfect circle. So this took me about a week to figure out how to do properly. And then this is the mix of these two colors so that it's like a custom color. I think one's like antiques gold and one's like vintage something. I don't know. Anyway, those two are mixed in here. And then I put this on there and make sure it's all loose, like not on the bottom. And then like this. You have to make sure it's touching all the edges. And then make sure the stamp is the right way up. And then hold it in place for a minute. And then let it dry for like 5 minutes. Hello, everyone. Yes, the bags will still be available in mid-June. They're going to continue to be available. I just had to place an order to have like stock of them. So the first batch is sold, but the second batch that's coming in, there should be leftover stock from that. But I did 40 of these yesterday, the bag. If anyone wants to order one of these stampy things, that's where I got it from, Nostalgic Impressions. And it came in this little box. Highly recommend. They make all different sizes, and you can like pick a different, like I picked like a vintagey stem thingy, but you can pick all different kinds of like wood ones and stuff. And I have a whole process because this doesn't really melt all of the thingies unless I cover it. So I have this and I cover it until it cooks. And then once it's ready, we have a stamp. I'm going to take this off and then there's no goo. 1, 2, 3, 4. So put that there, and then this in there. And make sure it's like that. And then also all of the bags, it's in the exact same spot too because of the hole. This is what I've been doing for the last week, trying to figure out how to make these perfect. And if you don't get it all the way around the edges, it doesn't make a perfect circle. So and so if you do order and you get a bag, if you want to pull this off, you can. And like if you want to do something else with it, it does take a bit of the bag off. But this is one that I pulled off. The camera. This is one that I pulled off to see if I could pull it off and see how it takes some of the bag, but it doesn't rip the seal. So if you want to take the seal off, you can. Thank you. Yeah, I am going to do another reading on Idaho soon. I have to catch up and see what's been happening. I think as soon as I get the first batch out, then I'll have a couple days to like catch up on things. It is a little more time consuming than I thought it was going to be. I did 40 bags yesterday, and I think it took me like on and off 6 hours, 7 hours. But now that I have like a process, because now I can, what I do is I come in and I get like, if this is full, I get like 4 bags out of it. So I come in, I do the 4, and then I put more wax in there to melt and then go do something else. I come back. One, two, three, four, 5. We're up to 45 bags made. Yes, yeah, you'll be able to buy the deck on June 1st. Well, you'll be able to order the deck on June 1st. The that shipment that's going to have like the shipment that I'm getting that's going to be stock for like regular order, not pre-order. Like if you order it, you can receive it right away. That order is coming in between the 7th and the 9th. So you can order on the 1st, but it'll ship out about the 10th probably. So if you ever need a perfect circle, think of a cookie cutter. Because that took me a minute to figure out, because they sent me one as like a sample and it was a perfect circle, and then every one I was doing looked like a smushed hot dog. And my boyfriend is a chef and he's like, oh, what about a cookie cutter? Like, all right, it'll work. And now we have a whole process. Now we wait. And I also got a little label printer so I can just print out my own labels. I made a little copy and ship center in the corner of my office. Oh, a mason jar lid would work. I think it's a little bit too big for my stamp, but for a bigger one, it would work. Yeah. Yeah, I kind of wish I would have ordered a little bit of a smaller seal, but too late. Too late. It's interesting because the wax seal, they give you these little candles to like melt the wax. Don't recommend that. That takes a really long time. And these are the ones that I'll be signing. This is the deck full of just the same card. So like it's like 200 of this card. So it'll be on the outside of the plastic wrap and signed. Yeah. We're gonna have to refill. If you leave little hard pieces in there, it makes like little dents. So and this is plastic, not wax, so it folds up a little better than like a candle would, I guess. I'm gonna have to melt the wax in a minute, and that's gonna take like 5 minutes. So let me know in the comments what you want to see a little collective card pool about. And I'll pull some cards. Category for a collective 5-minute card pool. That's like not good to have my face this close to melting plastic. There we go. There we go. There we go. Okay. Now it cooks. Yes, because it's essentially you developing the pattern recognition of like how your guides are communicating with you or how your higher self is communicating with you. So essentially, if you're saying, okay, I'm going to understand this card in this way, then when you shuffle and that card shows up, you've established what that's going to mean to you, if that makes sense. So I feel like a good way to word it would be like you could unlock even further gifts or activate gifts by engaging in pattern recognition and understanding like the spiritual communication that way, if that makes sense. Everyone keeps asking me to do another read on her. Can somebody tell me what I'm supposed to be calling her? Like, everyone was yelling at me for calling her Kate Middleton, but that's what the news calls her. So what am I supposed to call her? Because I'll pull cards, but but I don't know what to call her. Princess Kate, I guess. Maybe. Nope, this one's not. I don't like it. Don't like it. I didn't think there was enough wax on it. There wasn't. Let me grab my deck and I'll do a little. Yeah, I have an email from Nicole I have to read about the updates for the Karen Reed case, and then I'm gonna do another Karen Reed case. Get my deck. Okay. Princess of Wales. Princess Catherine usually keeps people happy. Princess Catherine. Okay. Just not using the last name. Let's see. loud. Collective read on members' energy. It's a good idea. What are one of two things that you should be focused on right now? King of Wands, Hanged Man, Nine of Cups reversed, the World reversed. It feels like before going into some new chapter, there's some of you that are going to need to surrender to some kind of action that's in the opposite direction of a fear, or seemingly in the opposite direction of something that you feel like you need. Death in reverse, Ace of Wands in reverse, some kind of change. Oh, I forgot the second one. Some kind of change being resisted. That once you take action in the opposite direction of the fear, it completes some kind of cycle and puts you into a calmer state of mind. So there's a need to surrender and take the action that you're being intuitively guided to take in the opposite direction of something that you normally would avoid, or some kind of fear. So that in the next upcoming chapter, you don't have to defend your energy in order to stay stable. So there's an opportunity to surrender into an action that's in the opposite fear, in the opposite direction of a fear, and doing so breaks a chain that frees you. The other option, Eight of Wands, Two of Cups reversed, Page of Swords reversed, Five of Pentacles. Gearing up for some kind of communication that's been a long time coming, in which you're coming from a place of being secure on where you stand and not feeling like you have to fight to defend it. Ten of Pentacles reversed, Queen of Cups reversed. This could be with a family member, or this could be with someone that in the past you wouldn't have been able to show up as confidently to them or with them. So gearing up for some kind of communication in which you're taking back your power by not having to prove the power that you hold, if that makes sense. What's another one? Let's do something coming up within the next week that you'll have to deal with. Pick a pile, one or two. Something coming up you'll be dealing with in the next week. Pile one, the Fool, Seven of Pentacles reversed, Eight of Pentacles reversed. A rededication of energy. If you picked pile one, you're taking a step towards some kind of rededication of your energy that's going to cause something to bloom sooner than if you would not have rededicated the energy. High Priestess, Ace of Pentacles reversed. You're getting intuitive hits of what to put down or what to take your energy away from, so that you can take this leap of faith towards the rededication of energy. Pile two. Knight of Pentacles, Nine of Wands reversed, Eight of Swords. There's some kind of wall that's coming down that you had up to protect yourself, but you weren't recognizing that it was also holding you back from something. So there's some kind of wall that you've made the safe space for it to come down. And in doing so, you're going to see how it was previously unintentionally holding you back in some way. The battle is over. Whatever was making you feel unsafe to express or be seen is moving into a past position. That's funny. I just said moving into a past position, and the song that came on was Imagine If by Nash. Imagine if I could turn back time. That's a good idea. Ask the cards who to pull on. Okay. What case, true crime, could I pull some cards on right now? Keep in mind, I'm not caught up on anything. So let's see what we can get. Military operation in reverse, con man. So many of you said Karen Reed too. Karen Reed. Outside, out in the open, in reverse. Outside, out in the open, in reverse. Is it fair to say that this is pointing towards, if I was asking the cards who to read on, something that's going on behind, accomplice partner, something that's going on behind the scenes in the Karen Reed case? Can I have a confirmation from John if that's what this means? Something going on behind the scenes in the Karen Reed case. Confirmation from John. Revenge. Okay. All right. Interesting. Something going on behind the scenes in the Karen Reed case. Confirmation from John. Revenge. Revenge. I'm mad at you and I'm getting payback. Revenge from who? Something going on behind the scenes in the Karen Reed case. All this is alleged, my opinion, not facts. Legal proceedings in reverse. Something going on behind the scenes. Is something about to be exposed behind the scenes and then they're going to have to figure out how to deal with it in court? Alive, work in reverse. People from John's, I don't know if he worked with them directly or not. Is it fair to say that there's some scrambling going on behind the scenes, trying to figure out how to deal with some kind of evidence that's about to come out or something that's being said about those that were in the house that night? Desert mirage. You see it and it's not there. You see it, but it's not there. John, you see John and he's not there. Biology, chemistry, scientific. Is it fair to say that behind the scenes there's some scrambling going on about how to explain away some kind of evidence or lack thereof? Almost like if one side knows the other side is about to make some kind of legit argument about a piece of evidence that does not make sense, and they're scrambling to figure out how they're going to deal with this when it does come out. Strategy. Okay. So they're trying to come up with a strategy of how to deal with it when it does come out. Almost as if Karen's team is about to start to push harder on some topic that has been kind of left on the back burner intentionally until now. Oh, murder. Three cards. How would How would John describe the evidence that they're scrambling to figure out how to deal with behind the scenes? What is it that they're scrambling about? Yes. Okay. That was direct. Yes. Mind control in reverse. Yes, they're trying to figure out how to control the narrative about what? Oh, deep state in reverse. Oh my God. 1 second. You're sending mental telepathy for Karen. I know he never came out of the house. He was in the house. How can they see him going in the house, turn on some neighbor's camera, but they never see him coming out? Doesn't that say something on? Oh, that's a good point. So yes, they're scrambling to control the narrative, deep state in reverse. Is it fair to say that there's people that thought this case was going to go away more quickly in terms of getting people to look at Karen and only Karen as an open and shut case? And there's something in the pushback that's making it too close for comfort when it comes to something being exposed that they wanted to keep hidden. Fake news in reverse, real news. So something true that they want to keep hidden, that this case is shining light on, that Karen's team hasn't been pushing towards it, but they're going to start pushing towards it when the time is right. Is that New World Order in reverse? So going back to something that's already happened that they weren't seeing the full picture of. We moved past something without getting the full picture of it. And now we're going to find a way to bring it back up in a way that favors Karen. Devil in reverse. Devil being exposed. This feels like when you try to catch someone in one lie, so it pulls on the string and everything else unravels. But it's almost like they needed certain testimony to happen so they could be like, look, there's the lie in an open testimony. Burial. So that they can then use that lie to bury. Can you see my finger? To bury them. All right, that's all I'm getting for now on this because I have to catch up and figure out what this could mean. I have 3 cards from John to wrap it up. Colt. Okay. Secret government program being exposed because it's in reverse. The group is trying to hide a secret kept between all of them. The group is trying. Motorcycle. The group is trying to hide a secret covered by all of them, motorcycle, so they can get away from it quickly. What is the secret that the whole group is covering for each other, trying to hide? Oh, DNA in reverse, down the rabbit hole in reverse, acting and drama in reverse. There's hidden DNA that if we knew what the DNA encompassed would lead us down some kind of rabbit hole that they don't want us to go down because then they would have to put on some kind of show to further control the narrative. So is it fair to say that there's a group effort to hide some kind of DNA that if the DNA was in evidence would tell a different story of what happened to John? Oh, that was loud, my bad. So is there some kind of DNA that's not in evidence because there's a group effort to hide it? And if it was in evidence, it would tell a different story of what actually happened to John. False in reverse. True. Something about adults acting like children or adults behaving like children. Allegedly, my opinion. Okay. That's all on that one for now. I have to look up and see what that could mean. Some importance around DNA that would tell a different story if we had access to it, allegedly. My opinion, no facts. You know, I actually did start to put a tarot class together and I didn't finish it. So that's something I need to work on. That and the book as well. I think I finished the major arcana part, but that was it. Let me do a couple of these. Let me put the music back on. So It Goes by Mac Miller. Why do I feel like there's a message in that? You could have the world in the palm of your hand, you still might drop it, and everybody want to reach inside your pockets. I tell them, red light, stop it. That give me more headaches than alcoholics. Wasn't everyone drunk that night with John? There was nothing in my wallet, just a lot of dreaming. I built a crib on top of the promised land. We'll call it even. Could have the world in the palm of your hand, you still might drop it. Everybody want to reach inside your pockets, which is interesting because didn't I say something in a reading about them trying to see in his phone or trying to see what he knew? I tell them, red light, stop it. You want to take something from me and I tell you to stop it. You're drunk and giving me a headache. There was nothing in my wallet. You couldn't find what you thought you'd be able to find. I built a crib on top of the promised land. I went in the house. One second. It was a little too direct to mean nothing. That is that song supposed to mean something for when I read on this later? Gift. Angels and ancestors, gift and package. Handing me something from John. Okay. I will have to remember to open this song. I'll pull cards on that song when I do the reading. Okay, let me do one of these real quick. Angels and ancestors and gift. This is a special delivery coming to you live. Is that what that just said? Special, well, this is a special delivery coming to you live. That's funny. Because package and angels, get it? That's really funny. Just like a circle, I go back where I'm from as I'm filling in this little circle. That's funny. Okay. Oh, just like a circle, I go back where I'm from because he sent the angels and ancestors card. Just like a circle, I go back where I'm from. Well, everybody gather round. I'm still standing, sit down. And I know I've been out, but I'm back in town. I feel like something's about to come out in this case that's kind of big. Or like some kind of turn of events or something. Um, A candle warmer. Where's the other one I got? I got this little one. I got a little one and it was too small. So I just got like a regular candle warmer and just using that. I had one with like a light, it was like a light bulb candle warmer. That one wasn't melting them. So this one's like a electric candle warmer. That was direct, wasn't it? Angel and gift. Oh, let's do a check-in with Micah. Yeah, I did try dipping it directly into the wax. It doesn't like bring enough wax with it. And it like has like gaps in it. But, let's see. Let's pull a couple of cards from Micah. See what we get. You Haven't Seen the Last of Me by Cher is the song. Okay. You haven't seen the last of me. Oh, that's why I had that pushed over. Don't count me out just yet. Oh, okay. Maybe that flipped over on purpose. Top secret. All right. Top secret cover up. Okay. Let's do 5 cards from Micah. What do we need to know about a top secret cover up? Top false flag event, evil demonic, terrorism. False flag event. How the event is being described is false and not what it appears to be. There's something much more sinister that's being covered up. Oh, they got it wrong. The truth is they got it wrong. It's not what it appears to be. It's being covered up. It's much more sinister. Wow, what the heck? The wreck today. Maybe I need to move my chair over here in my office. I think it's because I'm close to the window. They're like coming in hot today. Something is being hidden on purpose to cover up something that is made to appear one way, but is actually another way. It's much more sinister. The truth is that they got it wrong. All right. I pulled 2 and then said 5, so that's 4. What's the final card from Micah to confirm that that's the message? Disposing of evidence in reverse. Disposing of evidence in reverse. What's the confirmation from Micah that that's the message? Disposing of evidence in reverse. Is it fair to say that if you look at the scene of where this happened, I don't think it's called a crime scene because they're not looking at it as a crime, but like if you look at that scene, the certain pieces of like the discarded bullets or whatever, if you start to look at those things, it's clear that what happened was a cover-up so that the scene would look different than it actually did so that the evil could be covered up. And what we're being told about her doing it to herself, the truth is that they got it wrong. 1 card from Micah. No. Okay, so I'm off with this. So disposing of evidence does not mean if you look at the scene with the bullets. Disposing of evidence in reverse. Is there evidence that was disposed of that is the reason they're able to get away with the cover up of this, like something that was disposed of. If that something was not disposed of, it would be clear that she did not do this to herself. Is that what that means? Celebrity. That then everybody, celebrity warning. If something that was disposed of was not disposed of, everybody would see clearly she did not do this to herself. Celebrity, so everybody would be talking. Warning, alarm. So something disposed of that has nothing to do with the actual unaliving, but is something before the unaliving that would point to the fact that it was not her. Is that what the message is? Secret trip in reverse, school accident. Almost like there's some kind of communication that has been deleted or disposed of. I know we know about some of it, but this is something different. It feels like something more direct. Okay, let's do it this way. What is it that was disposed of that if it was not disposed of would help us see clearly the truth of the fact that they got it wrong? Crossroad. Woods, that's where she was found. Crossroad Woods. What would it be if it was found? Crossroad, and then where she was found. Is it fair to say that there's some kind of communication that lured her to where she was found? So there was some kind of communication between her and another individual that has something to do with where she ended up being found, which would show that she was not the one who just decided to go there to do what she did, but she was meeting with someone. Is that the message? Caught. Oh. So there's something that's been deleted that shows why she was where she was going to and would prove that she wasn't going there to unalive herself. Is that fair to say? Card from Micah. Communication in reverse. That's the communication that's been concealed. Interesting. So some kind of either luring or like tracking, or I don't know what other word to use besides luring. Meeting, convincing to meet for some reason. Science experiment in reverse, secluded area in reverse. I'm experimenting to see if I can get you in this secluded area with some kind of communication that was then later deleted so that it did not lead back to someone getting caught. Card from Micah. Ah, okay, 2 cards. Sad in reverse, party in reverse. Someone was happy to be a party to this. Concealed party. Someone was emotionless in their role in this. Is it fair to say that what this means is there was some kind of communication that would lead to a third party that would then connect to John Paul, but that has been disposed of? Fire, burned, discarded of. Okay, we'll have to look into that too. Let me do this one. Oh, I have to go in a couple minutes. Go collect my child from school. Wonder if it's like communication like a text or communication like tracking, like I was here and then I led to there. Or was led to there. Tell you what, now I really want to do a Karen Reed reading. Oh, I'm gonna let you guys hear, if you didn't hear yet, Jelly Roll's new song. It's really good. Hold on. This song just reminded me of it. It's not out yet. But I feel like a lot of you will like it. Hold on, where is it? There it is. Hopefully YouTube doesn't yell at me for this. Will they? I am not okay. Barely getting by. I'm losing track of the day. I'm losing sleep at night. I am not okay. I agree with that. Something like that. So if I say I'm fine, just know shell casings and bullets, I think. One in a tree as well, yeah. Who's holding on for dear life? But I know, God knows when it's all said and done. Oh, yeah. I'm not okay. Yep. But it's all gonna be all right. That could be it. It's not okay. We're all gonna be all right. I woke up today, almost stayed in bed. I had the devil on my back, voices in my head. Some days it all ain't bad. Some days it all gets worse. Some days I swear I'm better off laying in that dirt. Don't be the only one who's holding on for dear life. You guys like this song? I love it, right? It's so good. I don't know when it comes out. I'm not okay, but it's all gonna be alright. It's not okay, but we're all gonna be alright. Gonna be alright. Gonna be alright. I know one day we're up to 44. Bag 44. Pain will wash away in a holy water time. We all gonna be alright. Be the only one who's holding on to dear life.
I'm not okay, but it's all right. You're not okay, but it's all gonna be alright. I'm not okay, that's alright.
Okay, YouTube, don't get mad at me. I had to share that song. It's so good. Now it's very quiet. Ooh. Okay, everyone, I have to hop off to go retrieve my child from school. Thank you, Kim. Brianna Harness is one. She's a beautiful singer and dance. Brianna, Bianna, Harness. Found her. Thank you. That will be my driving to pick up my child music. Yeah, I feel like that was in the trying to get the weapon or get away. I forget what I said in the reading. I feel like it was like a mix of trying to grab it back and getting away or something like that. All right, everyone. Thank you for hanging out with me. That was fun. I'll do this again soon because I still have like 100 more bags to do. I have to go get my child now. Thank you, everyone. I will talk to you soon. Thanks for hanging out.